Hey everyone, it's your girl Shauna J. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I so appreciate you being here. Today's video is going to be a requested video. So someone here on my channel requested that I do a shop my stash kind of video. I've never done a video like this one. I've never even watched a video with this concept, but it sounds really good. So basically, she wants me to go into my fragrance collection and shop my own collection. And I just thought that was such a good idea. It was pretty exciting sounding, and I just wanted to experience shopping my own stash. In preparing for this video, I realized that there are so many fragrances in my collection that I've never worn, or I haven't visited these fragrances in years. I don't even remember what they smell like, which is crazy to me. So that's kind of telling me that it's probably time for me to do a declutter, but we don't know yet because I don't know what I'm going to think about these fragrances that I picked up. It should be pretty exciting. I'm going to split these fragrances in half. Half of the fragrances that I have here are fragrances that I've never worn on the outside. So I've never really gotten the full experience of wearing these fragrances, maybe tested them on my wrist, and that was it. And the other half are fragrances that I probably wore a couple of times, but I don't remember what they smell like because I haven't worn them in such a long time. So we're gonna start with the fragrances that I have probably tested once on my wrist and never really worn them. So it's gonna be like a blind buy, shop my stash situation. So let's jump into the very first fragrance. The first fragrance that I'm gonna start out with is by Ellen Tracy, and this one is called Inspiring. Now, I don't remember what this smells like, so I'm just gonna give it a little spray here. Okay, so that's like a clean, fresh floral. It smells very, very similar to Bright Crystal by Versace, the original. So it's giving me clean, fresh florals with a little bit of a tea vibe. Oh my god, it smells so good. It kind of makes me wonder why I've never worn this one on the outside. The longer it's sitting on this paper, the better it's becoming. Very beautiful floral tea-like scent. Gorgeous. Okay, so this is Inspiring, and this is by Ellen Tracy. The next fragrance that I have here is by Zara, and this one is called Forget Me Not. I'm gonna have to spray this out because I do not remember what this one is all about. Okay, so I'm getting something clean and fresh. Oh, this one is like a dupe for Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. So I do remember purchasing this one. And I think the reason why I didn't really wear this fragrance is because I have the original Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, and I guess didn't see the point in wearing this one. So I guess that's the reason why I kind of tucked it in the back of my closet and never really reached for it. I could see why I would have gravitated to this one. Oh, beautiful, beautiful scent. But yeah, this is just basically a citrus floral woodsy scent, very reminiscent of Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, so another fragrance that I have that I've never worn is this fragrance, and I do not see a name here, but I think this is called Femme by Boss. Femme, I think that's what it's called. Now, ooh, that smells really good from the nozzle, but let me spray it out. Yeah, I'm not seeing the name of it on the bottle, so I apologize for that. Never worn this one. Definitely getting something citrusy. There's some fresh florals in here, and there's something woodsy and musky here. Very fresh and clean. I think this fragrance is called Femme, and it's by Hugo Boss. Beautiful scent. Okay guys, so another fragrance that I have here that I've never worn is this fragrance right here. It's by Jennifer Aniston, and I think this one is called Near Dusk or something like that. Of course, I'm gonna put the names on the screen because right now I don't have the box and the name is not on the bottle. Okay, it is called Near Dusk. So yeah, this is Near Dusk, and it's by Jennifer Aniston. So right away I'm getting something like fresh and citrusy. I'm for sure getting like coconut, and there's something a bit aquatic about this. So this is like a coconut aquatic type scent. It's kind of like in the same vein as Crystal Noir by Versace, but not really. They just kind of have the same vibe. This is a little bit more transparent, a little bit more fresh, while Crystal Noir is a little bit more on the creamy side. The name of this fragrance, Near Dusk, is quite perfect for this fragrance. I'm not a big fan of this scent, if I'm being honest, and I could see why. I've probably never worn it. Most likely bought this at TJ Maxx, tested it once, didn't really like it, didn't feel like returning it, and it just got lost in my collection. It's not a bad scent, just a fragrance that I wouldn't really reach for, but probably something I would admire on someone else. Yeah. So yeah, this is Near Dusk by Jennifer Aniston. So the last fragrance that I have on this list of fragrances that I've never worn on the outside is by Jennifer Lopez, and this one is called Glowing. Now, I remember not liking this fragrance. I do remember that, and I also know that I've never worn it on the outside because I did blind buy this one, sprayed it maybe a couple of times to test it out, and just decided that I didn't like it. Now, I don't remember what it smells like. Haven't really smelled it in a while, so I'm just gonna have to spray it out here. And I also remember that the bottle does light up when you spray it. Let me see if I could remove the light. Okay, I have to spray it. Okay, so it glows. Okay, I remember that being so cool. Let me just flick my lights back on. Okay, so I could already smell this fragrance. And you know, it's funny because I still kind of feel the same way about this fragrance. It's just one of those fragrances that is not really big on notes. It's more of an accord fragrance. So it's musky, it's powdery, it's woody. So that's kind of like the vibe that I get from this one. And I still don't like it. Let me just see. I still don't know if I like this fragrance. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because I feel like I should, but it's pretty. Like, I like the opening. I think my issue may be the dry down. So that's that for this fragrance. This is called Glowing, and it's by Jennifer Lopez. Not bad. Not bad on paper, but in the air, I don't like it. Okay. So yeah, Glowing by Jennifer Lopez. Okay guys, so we are gonna start with some fragrances that I haven't worn in such a long time. Now I'm gonna start out with this fragrance that I probably wore once or twice. I know that I like it. I have no idea what it smells like now, but I know when I just got it, I really liked it. And this is probably a discontinued fragrance. It's called Taylor, and this is by Taylor Swift. Okay, so let me take it out of the box. I think this is a musical box too. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, the perfume is still sitting pretty. Now I am so anxious to see what this smells like. Oh, okay, that's good. Very fruity. It smells literally like pink bubblegum, okay? So clean, so fresh, but sweet and juicy at the same time. It literally smells like pink bubblegum that you just put in your mouth. Like the juice isn't gone, it's like all juicy. I like that. So it's kind of transitioning very fast because already I'm getting a slight muskiness and woodsiness to this fragrance. So it's not all pink bubblegum. There's something sexy about it. I didn't know bubblegum could smell so sexy. Oh, that's interesting. I like this, and I think I'm gonna pull it to the front of my collection so I could start really wearing it because this smells really, really good. So yeah, this is Taylor by Taylor Swift. Another fragrance that I wore a couple of times, but I haven't reached for this one in so many years, and I don't remember what this one smells like. It's by Zara. And this one is called Zen Garden. Now, I went to Zara recently and they don't have this one. So this is probably a discontinued scent that they didn't bother to bring back. Okay, this fragrance is very fresh, it's clean, it does have a zen-like quality. This fragrance is very, very interesting. It's clean, it's fresh, and I'm getting like pepper, maybe white pepper or black pepper, but it's giving off like a peppery type of scent, enough to make you want to sneeze. But there's also something very vegetal and very natural and organic about this scent. It smells like a vegetable garden. Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but that's how I would describe this one. It's really, really pleasant though. It kind of reminds me of fragrances that will come out of the house of Cartier. I will put this in the same category as Eau de Cartier by Cartier. Kind of smells like that, but not really. But you know, those clean, fresh, transparent, natural smelling, musky type of fragrances, that's kind of what Zen Garden smells like. But this one has a vegetal vibe to it and peppery. So it's like peppery vegetables that's clean and fresh and very organic. Very interesting fragrance. I probably didn't wear this one too much because it doesn't seem to have a real identity, you know? So I could see me getting a little bit bored. So yeah, this is Zen Garden and this is by Zara. The next fragrance that I have here is Jessica Mcclintock by Jessica Mcclintock. Now the color has for sure changed. Okay, this is supposed to be clear, like a clear juice, or maybe it should have like a very light yellow tinge to it, but it certainly shouldn't be this color. And it usually has a white cap. I think it's somewhere in my closet, but I didn't feel like looking for it. Now I'm scared to smell this one because the color has definitely went off, so I'm not sure if the scent has went off. I could tell that it's no longer as fresh as it should be, but it's not bad. Like, I could tell once the opening kind of like clears away, it's gonna be all good from there. So it could be that the top notes has gone off a little bit, but the fragrance is still okay. But yeah. Okay, so there it is. So now the scent is coming in. Now I'm getting the Jessica Mcclintock scent. It smells like Ivory bar soap. That's what it kind of smells like to me. Not surprised that I really, really like this one. Not sure why I stopped wearing it, but this is a really, really nice scent. So this is more of a clean, fresh, white floral retro scent. Very big, very white, very soapy. This is gorgeous to me. I love fragrances like this. It's not going to be for everyone. It does smell old school, but not to the point where I think it's unwearable. To me, at least, it doesn't smell old to the point where I wouldn't wear it today in 2022. Just my opinion. Beautiful fragrance. This is the kind of fragrance that I would smell on another woman and ask her what she's wearing. I probably would do that because it's a beautiful white floral scent. Now, what white flower this is, I'm not sure. I should know. It smells so good. So good. Definitely gonna be pulling for this one a little bit more often because now that I'm smelling it again, it reminds me of why I really, really like this one. I do remember that I did pick this one up at TJ Maxx, but the first time I smelled this one was actually in Macy's. It was sitting out on the counter and I smelled it, but it was way too much. And a couple of weeks later, it popped up in TJ Maxx and I purchased it. So yeah, if you like clean, fresh, white, floral, soapy type of fragrances with a slight retro vibe, you will definitely like this fragrance. They don't make perfumes like this one anymore. The next fragrance that I have here is Mambo, and this one is by Liz Claiborne. I haven't worn this one in such a long time. So yeah, this is Mambo by Liz Claiborne. I'm gonna spray it out because, of course, I don't remember what it smells like. Clean, fresh, fruity, tropical type scent with a dominant ginger note, at least in the opening. Kind of soapy. I remember when this one just came out, I was actually in college, and I remember that summer everyone literally smelled like this, and I was just so curious to know what scent it was. And there was a girl in my computer class that walked in smelling like this, and I was like, I'm gonna ask her what she's wearing, and she told me that she was wearing Mambo. So I like this fragrance. So good. I'm definitely getting that ginger, some tropical fruits, maybe mangoes, and some fresh clean florals. Oh, so beautiful. So yeah, this is Mambo by Claiborne. Let me know if you remember this fragrance. I haven't worn this one in such a long time. So the last fragrance that I have here is Black Perfecto, and this one is by La Petite Robe Noire, and this is by Guerlain. Now, this is obviously a flanker to the original La Petite Robe Noire fragrance. I remember buying this one probably like a year ago. I probably wore it once, never wore this one again. So I literally don't remember what this one smells like. So I'm gonna take a little spray here. I absolutely love this black bottle. A little goth, which is not me. I love the sleekness. I also love clean, sleek lines, and that's basically what this is giving me. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it's coming off a little bit creepy. I don't know, but whatever. So let's give it a little spray here. Okay guys, so I just looked down and I do see that I have one more fragrance. So we have one more fragrance. This is not the last fragrance. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this is like, I think there's a black cherry note here. But if I didn't know that, I would think this is like licorice, because it has like a licorice type smell. Very musky, very dark, and very leathery. But I think this is like sour cherries. I believe we have almond in this one. We have musk. I think we have rose. But all I'm getting from this is like black licorice. Like that's what I'm getting, with a little bit of leather and musk. I like this. I do like it, but I could see how a lot of people may not like this one. Now, why haven't I worn this one more? The reason why I think I probably didn't wear this fragrance more often is because it smells a bit like something I would have to be in the mood for. So maybe I'm in the mood to wear like a black leather jacket. Maybe I'm just feeling like a rebel, which I rarely feel that way. So that could be the reason why I don't wear this one more. But this is definitely a dark cherry, musky, leathery type scent. Definitely for the bad girl in you. But I like it. There's something a little bit soapy and leathery about this one, and because of that, it does pull unisex. So yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from this one. This is Black Perfecto, and this is by Guerlain. The last fragrance that I have here is by DKNY, and this is Be Delicious. This is the original Be Delicious fragrance. If I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever worn this fragrance. I don't think I've ever worn this fragrance out of the house. So it should have been in the first batch, but I just didn't see it sitting there. But let's spray. Let's try to remind myself of what this smells like. Okay, so that is really fruity. That's like green apples, like tart green apples with a tad bit of sweetness to it. That's basically what I'm getting right now, like a green, fresh, tart apple. Oh, I really like this. Why haven't I worn this one? By the way, if I didn't say, this is the original Be Delicious fragrance. So this is like the original, the first one. Everything that comes after this is basically a flanker, but this is the OG, okay? Okay, so I'm definitely getting green apples, some sort of florals, very musky. Very refreshing. Definitely a summer scent, but because of how strong it is, I think you could wear this one when it gets a little bit cooler outside. So if you're someone that wants to wear a fruity fragrance throughout the whole year, I would say that this is probably one of those. Yeah, I like this a lot. Beautiful scent. I really like this one. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. Let me know if you want me to keep shopping my stash, because I'm pretty sure I have more in my collection that I haven't worn in a while, or fragrances in my collection that I've never really worn. So if you want to see more shop my stash videos, let me know. By the way, for the person that recommended this video, thank you so much. I know you didn't want me to do it in this format, but it's the only way I could have done this video right now. If I was going to do it the way that you asked me to do it, it would have taken me so long to get to that, okay? But I hope you still enjoyed this video. And like I said, thank you so much for recommending or suggesting this video. If there are any other videos that you'd like to see me do here on my channel, this is the time to go down below in the comments and let me know what video you want to see from me. Okay guys, so that's it for me. I'm out of here. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Do whatever you can to help this channel grow. I am trying to get to 20K if you don't already know. Okay guys, so that's it for me. Bye.